Sir, do you think he actually has a chance? He may have placed first, but these are the guys who placed right below him, aside from Izuku, of course. I'm glad you asked. I frankly have no clue. Which is why I allowed it. All Might laughed.
He certainly doesn't seem worried, Ribbit. He hasn't moved even though he avoided getting frozen. I guess we'll just have to watch. Let's get going then. He'll be frozen wherever he decided to camp out.
I didn't expect this drill to be so easy. Izuku scratched his head as he laughed awkwardly. TCH. I'm still beating his ass. He better not be out of the game from some dumb ice. I still think we should be very careful, Momo told them. I half expected some sort of remark from you, Katsuki. Shoto said as they kept on walking. A few minutes passed before Shoto and Katsuki noticed the unmoving Izuku and Momo. Wake up, you morons. This is not the time to sleep. You're slowing us down. It's no use. They won't hear you. So you did this, Sasuke? Shoto asked. That's right. It's just an illusion, nothing big. I was going to do that to the four of you, but where's the fun in that? So, I decided to take out the two weakest players of the board and humiliate you guys. Hey, good enough for me. Now I get to beat your emo ass up. Katsuki grinned. You can try. This won't take long. With Naruto. I gotta say, for a villain hideout, this place is very underwhelming. Who are you? Raspy voice guy asked in annoyance. How did you find this place? You can call me Kurama. As for how I found this place, wanna take a guess? Don't play games with me. Raspy guy scowled. Alright, geez, you got a lot of negative emotions, practically ooze them out, and I just felt like following them here. Tell me why I shouldn't kill you right now. I want to become a great villain. And I care why. Because I can help you. You scratch my back and I scratch yours kinda deal. Hey, I doubt you'd be of much use. What do I need a guy that can sense negative emotions for? Naruto frowned under the mask, his voice turning more menacing. I don't appreciate your assumption that I'm weak. Tamura couldn't help but feel a chill. Then what can you do? A lot of things. He said chirpily. For one, I can easily get into the Hero Academy without anyone being the wiser, and if I really wanted to I could beat All Might. Tamura perked up. What? Oh. Are you finally going to take me seriously? Can you truly beat All Might? I sure can. Kill him. If all goes well. Hey, haha, ha 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 ha. Oh, this is great. If what you say is true, then you and Nomu could be enough to kill the #1 hero.
Nomu? A nice toy made just for killing the symbol of peace? How'd you come to make that? Doesn't matter, not right now. I want you to prove something to me first. What would that be? You said you can get in and out of UA without anyone ever finding out. I did. Naruto nodded. I want you to go do that if you really can. I don't care what you find out, but I want you to bring it back to me, and once you do that, I'll truly accept you into the league. I still can't believe that's the actual name. They couldn't have been more lazy. He rolled his eyes internally while giving him a thumbs up. You got it, future boss man. I won't let you down. Yeah, now get out of here. Do you really think he can do it, Tamura? Kurogiri finally made his voice heard. Maybe, I mean, what kind of idiot goes around saying he can kill All Might? If he fails, he'll be thrown in jail and won't be a bother to us. He grinned. But if he's genuine, then that'll be something else entirely. With Sasuke, are you even trying, Katsuki? Shut the hell up. All you're doing is dodging. Katsuki growled as he fired another volley of explosions at the mock villain. Shouldn't you be more focused on the fake bomb you have to retrieve? Sasuke lazily stepped to the side while simultaneously kicking Katsuki into the roof. Gah! He fell to the ground limply, the crumbled roof collapsing on top of him. Shoto looked down at him. I didn't expect for you to take him out with a single kick. No point in dragging this out any further. I'm surprised you even had to take the regular exam. I would have thought someone of your skill would have been recommended. Don't tell me you're trying to get me into not being too harsh on you? Not at all, I was simply making a comment. The only chance I have is to stay where I am and freeze you where you stand. Shoto pointed his palms at Sasuke. And you think that's going to work? Sasuke smirked. Can't say, only shot I have. As soon as he said that, he fired a stream of ice, hoping to catch Sasuke off guard. Katsuki will unfortunately get caught in the ice as well, unless you have something up your sleeve, Shoto said, continuing his attack. He didn't let out for another 10 seconds. Unfortunately for him, Sasuke came out unscathed along with Katsuki, who was slightly in front of him. All done, Shoto frowned, deciding to rush his classmate in an effort to freeze him with a touch. He was blitzed as soon as his muscles twitched and found himself being slammed into the ground. The villain wins, All Might declared. Shoto stood up and noticed that everything behind Sasuke was left unaffected from his quirk. What exactly is his quirk? He actually did it. I can't believe it. Eijiro looked in awe. He's kinda scary, Ribbit. I guess it's a good thing someone like him decided not to be a villain. All Might frowned. Young Kurama. I hope I can somehow change his mind. Later that day, Sasuke, buddy, how was school? It was decent. I put 2 kinds under a genjutsu, kicked another unconscious and slammed the last to the ground. That does sound fun. What were you up to? Oh, just joining the League of Villains, no biggie. I can't take that seriously, haha, me neither. Anyway, they've even got this thing called Nomu that can even kill All Might. Isn't that insane? Sasuke raised an eyebrow. I sincerely doubt it.
It's a mindless thing, you can even see its brain sticking out. So funny. Anyway, I even went as far as bribing a student, you could say.
Sasuke looked at him. Explain. Naruto smiled. Bawahaha. I'm supposed to be the villain. Why would I tell you about my plan? That'd be so stupid. Naruto rolled his eyes.
Then why even mention it? Sasuke frowned. Obviously to give you something to look forward to. Naruto tried not to laugh.
What's even the point of having someone spy for you? You can infiltrate the school anytime you want or ask me stuff. Naruto groaned. You're so boring. Of course I could ask you, and of course I could infiltrate the school with my eyes closed, but that's no fun. It's not supposed to be fun. Sasuke argued. Gosh, live a little. We both know we could become the best villain and hero in a matter of days, but the destination is only half the journey, as they say. Sasuke rolled his eyes. Don't make me gag. Screw you then, I'm going to plan what to tell the boss man so he lets me join. Have fun in school and peace out. Naruto skipped away. Sasuke, Momo poked his head. What? I was trying to sleep.
You've been chosen as the class rep. Sasuke blinked. How the hell did that even happen? I guess that ignoring everyone when you all started shouting about being class representative didn't work as I hoped.
You're pretty antisocial, but a lot of the class respects you regardless. Momo explained. I am also the deputy. I see. You can take my spot then, and I'll take yours, I guess. Momo blinked in confusion. You're serious? I wouldn't be saying it if I wasn't. Thank you very much. I wonder what Naruto is doing right now. Sasuke thought to himself, ignoring the crying Tenya in the background. Outside of UA. You want me to break the main entrance? I can just sneak in to give them a scare if that's what you want.
You idiot. I want the whole world to see that their school isn't as safe as they think, and the heroes aren't exactly going to admit that a villain was able to sneak into the best school in Japan, are they? Tamura rasped in annoyance.
You got a good point there. You want this to be loud or quiet? I don't care, just get rid of the gate so the press can get inside, Tamura shrugged. Alrighty, this'll probably be the most subtle way. Tamura looked at him expectantly before his eyes widened at Naruto. What's up with your eyes? And why is your hair glowing? This is my strongest form. As for the why to both questions, well, I suppose I could explain it later. Tamura looked at the black orbs behind Naruto's back as one of them morphed into a rod. Is that what you're using? Naruto nodded. Once it makes contact with the gate, it'll be completely disintegrated. Tamura shook in excitement as he watched the work of Naruto's ability. Well done, Kurama.
Thanks. I can make it very destructive and it's not even loud.
Good to know. Let's get out of here then. Tamura told him as the school's alarm rang out and the press ran inside. Inside the school. A truth-seeking orb. Naruto must have used it to trigger the alarm. Sasuke grumbled as he walked on the wall in order to avoid the horde of panicking students making their way through the halls. All of this just to let the press in. I guess I can calm all these idiots down.
Sasuke reluctantly made his way to where everyone was struggling to get out through and took a deep breath. All of you calm the fuck down. There's no reason to freak out like a bunch of babies. Nothing's wrong, it's only the dumb press. Once he finished, he didn't bother sticking around and made his way back to class. Is this part of what you're planning, Naruto? Or was this your boss's idea?
Later that day. Boss man, I just got word from my contact telling me that their hero class is over at the USJ, and guess what? All Might will be there too. Tamura turned to Naruto. Universal Studios. What? No. Anyway, we can have Kurogiri take us there, but please don't tell me we'll be bringing low-level thugs like you originally planned. No. I want to see how you and Nomu duke it out with the symbol of peace. Oh, thank you. By the way, what exactly did you mean by your contact? Are you telling me you have someone on the inside? I do, but I'm afraid I can't tell you who. Tamura hummed. No matter for now. Anyway, please don't tell me that we're bringing in thugs like you said we would? No. I want to see how you and Nomu do against All Might. Ah, thank you. It would have been so embarrassing if they ended up being beaten by the school kids. I can take them all by myself anyway. Don't tire yourself out before even fighting the final boss. On second thought, I'll bring some thugs to keep those kids distracted. Naruto groaned. Fiend. Kurogiri, time to go. I'm shaking with excitement. Go team. Naruto gave a thumbs up. At the USJ.
Sasuke looked behind Aizawa and the Hero 13 as he noticed a giant portal open up ahead and grinned. Ah, finally, something exciting. I wonder if Naruto will mind if we have a fight, or maybe he's here for All Might, but the man isn't here yet.
Hello there, I'm afraid that I'll be standing between you and the entrance. The entire class turned around in shock at the voice behind them. Aizawa narrowed his eyes behind his goggles. You're Kurama, aren't you? Oh, you know who I am? Naruto asked as he sat down. All Might warned me about you. Are you here for him? You could say so. The boss man wants to see how well his new toy and I do against him. Don't worry, I'll go easy on him. Naruto winked. Hey, you're crazy if you think a puny no-name villain like you could beat All Might, Katsuki smirked. Is that so? Well, to test it out I'm gonna let Jet Legs over there go get the symbol of peace. Naruto pointed at Tenya, and for good measure, I won't even move from this spot. Aizawa nodded at Tenya. Go now, I'll take care of the other villains. What? You're leaving us with that guy there? How do we know he'll even let Tenya out? Minoru freaked out. We didn't even realize he had gotten behind us. If he had wanted to harm any of you he would have done so already.
Very true indeed. Best you hurry, Jet Legs, before I lose my patience and pick a fight with your classmates.
Tenya gulped before quickly sprinting out of the facility. Aizawa quickly turned his attention to the approaching villains below them and sprinted to intercept them. Naruto looked at the class with an eye smile. Now, how's school going for you kids? Tisk. You think we're just going to stand here and humor you? Katsuki yelled out, jumping with a stretched hand in an effort to blow up the villain. He grinned when he made direct contact, but his grin quickly turned into confusion as he stared down at a log of wood. What the hell?
Wahahaha. Oh man, that was seriously hilarious. Watching you jump towards me was like watching a turtle, if I'm being honest. Is that the best you can do? Naruto mocked him as he sat on his back. Don't mock me, Katsuki growled as he swung violently in an effort to touch the villain who merely seemed to dance around him. He's toying with him like it's nothing, Izuku gulped. Stop evading me, coward. Sure. Naruto quickly moved behind him, kicking him unconscious into the arms of his classmates. You bore me. Anyone else want to give it a shot? How about you two? He pointed at Izuku and Shoto. You us? Yeah, I'll even give you a free shot. Shoto wasted no time and quickly froze him on the spot. Izuku, go. Don't hit the mask. Okay,
Izuku clenched his fist and rushed the immobile villain. Don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, was the only thought that was going through Izuku's mind as he shattered the ice and sent Naruto flying into the wall, trapping him in a crater. Sasuke watched in slight amusement. I wonder how much he's gonna want to go out during the fight. Haha, good punch kid. Not good enough though, Naruto said as he got himself off from the wall, dusting himself off when he landed on the ground. Tisk! Shoto sent a bigger wave of ice emanating from his foot in another effort to trap him. Yeah, not happening again, Naruto said as he nonchalantly blitzed him, took him by the head and threw him into his own ice, the force of his body shattering all of it. How about this then? You all come at me at once. Don't have to tell us twice, Hanta told him, shooting tape out to restrain Naruto's arms. Tape? Seriously? Naruto sighed as he yanked the tape towards himself, dragging Hanta along with it. Too slow to react, Naruto ended up headbutting Hanta once he was close enough, ripping the tape off with ease. You're all too slow. My turn. Naruto turned to the new challenger. You have amps on your legs? That's really cool. Kyoka smirked as she plugged her earphone jacks to the amps, letting out sound waves. Naruto flinched back and covered his ears. Fuck. Momo's eyes lit up. Kyoka, keep him like that for as long as you can. I have an idea. Sasuke looked at Momo. What's your plan? I'm making an insulating blanket. I'm hoping that if Denki shocks him with as much as his body allows him, then Kurama's body won't be able to handle the strain that the sounds, waves and electricity put his body under. Very smart. But Kyoka's only slightly disoriented Naruto because of his enhanced senses, and he'll recover from both attacks in no time. Everyone get under the sheet now. As soon as we're all under, blast him with everything you got, Denki. You got it. Naruto shook his head as soon as the sound waves stopped hitting him. Damn, I didn't think those would actually disorient me. That's what I get for, oh, what now? Naruto looked at the only visible student, and the electricity around him made him realize what was going to happen. My head is still ringing a bit. Let's see how strong this is. Sage mode might be a little too much against these kids now that I really think about it. Naruto looked at Denki in confusion. What the hell is up with you? You look dumber than earlier. Denki giggled as he stumbled around. Oh, you actually are dumber than before. Anyway, got any more plans? Naruto called out to the students. It didn't work. I think we can all agree that we're gonna die today, but at least we got to see Momo's boobs and I'm okay with that, Minoru sobbed. Now is not the time, you little pervert, Kyoka hissed at him. No, I completely agree. We're gonna die virgins, Mina nodded. Sasuke sighed. I guess I'll step up. I really don't think that's a good idea. We should just wait for Tenya to get All Might. Or maybe Mr. Aizawa can get back here to help, Izuku said nervously. We aren't guaranteed any of those things. Tsuyu, I want you to tie him with your tongue while I rush him. Ribbit, okay. Tsuyu nodded nervously. Momo, make me a few kunai. Momo nodded. When I give the signal, I want you guys to open the front of the sheet for Tsuyu and the back for me. Everyone nodded in agreement. Well, I'm waiting, unless you want me to go and get you guys? Naruto took a step forward but stopped when a tongue shot out from behind the insulating sheet and wrapped around his waist. Whoa, I seriously hope this is a girl's tongue. Naruto looked at it for a second before poking it. Don't know what I expected from that. He looked up at his sides as he felt Sasuke make two shadow clones. The real one is still below the sheet. Naruto looked on, curious as to what his friend had planned. His answer came when 4 kunai landed beside him, 2 on his right and 2 on his left. He knew it was a matter of speed now. If he guessed incorrectly, it would seriously cost him. Naruto took a breath. Almost instantly he forced the tongue off his weight to defend his right side as one of Sasuke's clones switched with one of the kunai and grabbed the remaining one. Unfortunately for him, the other clone made the switch as well when his back was turned. Naruto cursed when the clone behind him swept his leg and the other punched him into the floor. He grumbled and shot out his chakra arms to crush the clones instantly. I have to admit, that was pretty. Fuck. You idiot. Kurama rolled his eyes as Naruto was pulled towards Sasuke's direction. Relax, what's he gonna do anyway? It's not like he can stab me or something. He got his answer when three figures emerged from below the sheet. Sasuke, Izuku and some buff kid in yellow whose name he didn't know. Oh, I'm going to get punched. Naruto braced his stomach as the three fists made contact with it, launching him into the wall. The impact so strong that he ended up on the ground outside the facility. Izuku smiled, it actually worked, so we're not going to die? Minoru peeked his head out. Not today. Do you know why? Because I am, Kurama? Oh, hey All Might. Sorry you had to see me like that, very embarrassing. Naruto stood up and shook himself. Oh man, they ruined my cloak and the clothes underneath it. He got up. All Might looked at Naruto's bruised stomach, which was already healing. I think those punches blew something inside, not sure what though. Give it a second to heal, will you? You can heal organs? Oh yeah, brings back memories. It does? Naruto nodded. When I was 13, my friend pierced my body with his hand and destroyed my right lung. I can tell you it didn't feel nice. There's also that time when my heart stopped and my teammate had to pump it with her hand. What is this kid? Anyway, we came to fight you so, although you might want to see if the boss man hasn't sent Nomu to kill Aizawa first. All Might narrowed his eyes. I'll come back for you in a bit. No worries, I'll just follow behind you. Naruto shrugged. All Might looked at Naruto for a second before making his way inside the facility. Naruto waved at the students as he walked past them. Really good job by the way. Well, some of you anyway. He turned to the three who punched him. You guys actually destroyed some of my organs. Hasn't happened in a while. Haha. I do hope you enjoy the show we're about to put with All Might.
What do you mean? Izuku asked. Naruto looked at the young apprentice. The boss man has a toy that he wants to test against All Might. He believes that Nomu and I together can kill All Might. He isn't wrong. Naruto walked away, whistling a happy tune. You don't actually think? Ochako trailed off, worried. I hate to admit that he sounded serious, Ribbit. What do we do then? If they kill All Might we're all screwed. Minoru scratched his balls furiously. Throw your balls at him and stop him then, Mina shook him. Okay. Minoru wailed in fear as he hurled his sticky balls at the villain's back. What the hell? Naruto reached back, surprised when his hand got stuck on the round object. That's definitely something. Naruto turned back to the kids. Hey, could you stop throwing those? You're gonna ruin my cloak even more. I'm sorry. Don't kill me, gosh, your head is bleeding. Anyway, now I have to cut my arm then destroy this thing and put my arm back on. You what? Mina looked on in shock as the villain tore his right arm off. Isn't that excessive? True. I kinda just wanted to intimidate you. Naruto shrugged as a red cloak of bubbles surrounded his left hand. Burning off the ball stuck to his other hand as soon as he touched it. Not gonna lie, that was pretty cool, Eijiro mumbled to himself. I assume my cloak looks ridiculous now so I'll be taking it off for now. Izuku analyzed the villain, cautiously taking down notes on every little thing he noticed about him. So strange. It's as if he has multiple quirks. It's terrifying to think that's the case. I don't think I want to kill All Might right now. I'll just put on a good show and discreetly get rid of Nomu. You're not gonna kill All Might? Izuku asked hesitantly. Of course not. I gotta beat the big guy in national television. How else will I get acknowledged as the best villain? Anyway, try not to do anything stupid, Naruto told them. Kurama. Where are you? Nomu is already fighting All Might. Naruto rolled his eyes as he heard Tamura yell out. What a pain. He groaned as he made a shadow clone. I'm gonna beat up All Might a little bit, okay? Once it gets to be too much for him I want you to kill the Nomu. Make sure there's nothing left that it can regenerate from. The clone nodded and disappeared, leaving Naruto to watch All Might and the Nomu trade blows. At this rate he'll actually push that monster back.
He waited until All Might's punches began overwhelming the Nomu before he rushed behind the number 1 hero, punching him into the pavement. I gotta say, I'm surprised you were pushing the Nomu back given how weak you are right now, All Might. Took you long enough, Kurama, Tamura rasped in annoyance. Sorry. I thought the Nomu was gonna be able to deal with him for a second. I was sadly proven wrong, and that just goes to show that if you want something done properly then you should do it yourself. Tamura hummed, grab him. Nomu. I want to look into his eyes as I kill him. Naruto frowned beneath his mask, discreetly glancing at his hidden clone. Only a second passed before his clone acted. A black orb zoomed across, piercing the Nomu through the head before it disappeared. The Nomu collapsed onto its knees, clawing at its deteriorating face in pain.
What the hell? Tamura whirled his head around in a panic. Kurogiri. Get us out of here, now.
Damn it all. I was this close to I should have just killed him there, Tamura screamed in frustration. Naruto and Kurogiri watched the young man destroy everything around him. It's not fair. Who did that? Was it one of those brats? I'll make sure I kill them all first next time. Are you done? Naruto asked. Tamura turned his head around slowly. What? Are you done crying about this? How do you expect to be taken seriously as a villain if a single loss brings you to such a state? You sound like a bitter child who got his toys taken away. How dare you speak to me like that, Kurama? I should kill you where you stand. You told me that you and Nomu were enough to kill the symbol of peace. But while my Nomu was fighting All Might, you were too busy being held up by a bunch of brats. You pathetic excuse for a villain. Now, calm down, Tamura. All for One's amused voice spoke up.
Master. You've both made mistakes today, but that doesn't mean you should be at each other's throats because of this. You'll be doing the hero's job for them. Now is the time to calm down and refocus. With more planning and some competent help, you will finally bring down Hero Society.
Yes, you're right, Master. Tamura cleared his throat. We have to do something big to entice competent villains to join us. I could crash the UA festival. Naruto suggested, humiliate a few heroes and use the opportunity to reach out to other villains who might be watching. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. I like it.
I'll get the schedule a few days before that, see you then. Naruto said, before vanishing. Naruto's and Sasuke's apartment. Wow. That was seriously fun. Can't wait to try that at the festival. Sasuke rolled his eyes, another annoyance to deal with. Don't be like that. You're gonna win the whole thing easily and that'll be boring. I'm just spicing it up. Naruto laughed. I didn't want you to spice things up. Sasuke muttered. Too bad because I'm doing it and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Naruto laughed as he entered his room. I'm gonna be famous.